Crapper's next quest, BP Depot, you have to go and mark 4 different tankers, all of which are on customs, but they're scattered out throughout the map. I'm going to give you a couple of different routes that you can run to hopefully get all of these done in one raid. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Okay, so for BP Depot, you have 4 of these little orange tanker trucks that you have to find and place a marker on. Now I'm going to show you the exact route that I like to take for mine. Basically, you go up and you just will press F and place a little marker on that. Word of advice is that for whenever you do this quest, I would use your 3 specialty item slots, and then I would throw 1 in your secure container. That way you don't risk losing one every single time you go to use it. And then as soon as you use one, it should automatically pull one out of your secure container. If it doesn't, I would just pull it out and stick it right in there. Okay, so now this is going to be the route that I would take. Ideally, you're going to get a spawn over here and come and mark this one first. And then for how I would recommend completing this quest, I'm going to take this route. I'm going to speed it up a little bit between the trucks, but I would run this route specifically and essentially just not vary it that much unless you need to. Just as a beginner player, it's going to be a pretty quick and efficient route, and you shouldn't see a ton of people. There'll be a couple areas that are a little bit kind of close to hot spots, but you shouldn't have too big of an issue. For the most part, you should be able to get in, get your 4 marked, and get out. Now, with that being said, if you do end up dying and you only have 2 marked, you don't have to go back and mark those 2 that you're already done. Even though you die, you just have to mark all 4 of them, even if you die in between. And then you do have to survive an extractor raid, but again, that doesn't have to be in the same raid that you marked in literally any of them. You could mark all 4, then die, then go back in the next raid and survive that one, and you're good to go. For whenever you're running across this land bridge here, you need to be careful, make sure that you have full stamina. And what I like to do, I like to come in here and I sit in this corner here because you can't be seen from over there really, and you're blocking off a large line of sight, and then you just sit right here and wait for your stamina to regain. That way you're not going to be seen. And then as soon as your stamina is back up, then you're good to go ahead and run out and keep going. All right, so this is the second tanker that you're going to need to mark. It's the same one as a pocket watch quest, and a couple things to note about this tanker here specifically is that you do have to watch out for down there on the skeleton building. You will have some people will sit up and try to watch this area. Same thing, you can get up there with the little staircases right in the center, so watch out for someone being up there. And then with the new expansion, you now can go inside this building, and it'll be kind of hard to see someone through all those windows, but they could be watching this area, so make sure to watch yourself. I would recommend kind of running over to the opposite side of the truck, marking it, and then run over. Or I like to go is just right in here. I like to go kind of in the back way over here on the corner of this little tanker, and then I'll sit right here because they can't see you from skeleton, and you're cutting off a lot of the line of sight from over there, and then you can wait for your timer to expire from placing your marker right here. All right, so on to the next one. All right, so here is the third tanker right here. I'd recommend just going up, marking it right there, and then literally just run right back inside the gas station building here, and then just sit out in this little room here and wait for your timer to expire. For this one, the thing that you need to note about it is that you can get the boss Rashala to spawn here at the gas station. So if you do end up getting into a raid that he spawned and he spawned here, if you are not equipped to do that fight, it might be worth waiting for another raid, or maybe waiting to see if someone is going to kill him and then come in at that point. Or you can try to sneak in from that direction and come right up in here and then mark it and turn around and run right back out. That might be your safest bet. If he is on the front side or inside the actual gas station yourself, you might be able to get that, but I would recommend either trying to take him out first or just wait it out and go another raid when he does not spawn here. And now we got just one more tanker left, so let's head right on over there. They added this wipe with the new customs expansion, so that is a nice little cut through that you could not do before. There also is another one up there on top of the little bridge over by this gas station. Right up there, that gate is now open. All right, so this is the last tanker right here. As soon as you have this one marked, you are good to go ahead and get that survive and extract and leave from your raid and go hand that quest in. Now, if you get the spawn over here, I would essentially run this in reverse and go ahead and go back on out, because either way, you're going to end close to an extract. If you end here and you have the extract, you can go right down there and extract. Otherwise, if you spawn on this side and do it backwards, you're going to be on the big red side. You can just hit one of the extracts over there. They are all super close, so you should be good to go ahead and leave your raid. If you found any of this helpful, please make sure to leave a like. It really means a lot and helps me out a ton, so I really appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next quest.